Hey everybody, this is Anime Overdrive once again for part 5 of What If Izuku Midoriya Was Wolverine. Or had his powers, however you want to call it. But either way, we left off right after the heroes versus villains. And I don't own any of this stuff. Don't own the music in the background, don't own the pictures, don't own anything. So let's get this party started. Okay. So they had their training regimen, now it's the night. That goes by like usual, nothing out of the ordinary. Next morning getting ready, same thing. And then he gets to school and the reporters are outside once again. He steps up with a little bit of anger. You must let us through. They try to ask questions to Toga, but he grabs her and says, I will answer one question, but you all must agree on it. After a minute of murmurs, they ask, is it true you almost died? He thinks for a second, then responds, no. I was perfectly safe. If you wish, I will take off my shirt and show I have no scars from any sort of wounds, ever. They all agree and Izuku takes off his shirt. Flexing and turning. Look. No scars, no injuries, no damage. I guarantee I'm strong enough to do all of my training. Due to all of my training. Any hit ever. Someone hit me as hard as you can. I can take it. Any hit. A buff cameraman walks up to Izuku and asks, are you sure? Izuku looks into the camera and says, do it. The cameraman hits him, no reaction. He puts on his shirt and then instructs the cameraman, try again. This time take a step back, wind your arm back as far as you can, then step into the punch. The man does, and Izuku gets pushed a mere centimeter. That's good. I actually felt it. It's merely pushed me, but I did feel it. See, this is the result of my first 2 days of training. Imagine what I can accomplish in my 4 years here. They all murmur and agree. Izuku walks in and says, the one that smells of plastic. I know who you are. Behave yourself. And he walks into class to see Aizawa sitting there, the class watching a live report where they summarized what happened and speculating the man of plastic. Aizawa says, you have a great way with reporters. Izuku laughs and takes a seat. On his way to it, whispering to Aizawa, the man of plastic, I'm pretty sure he has a transformation quirk that is full body and acts like plastic. Aizawa takes out his phone and starts texting Principal Nezu. He then makes an announcement. We have something very important to deal with. Everyone except Izuku looks worried. He continues, you must pick a class president. Ida suggests a vote, and they pick Izuku. Then Momo is second in command. Izuku stands at the front of the class. I'm not fit for class president. Instead, we will have Momo Yaoyorozu as president and Tenya Ida as second in command. All in favor? Everyone cheers, especially Ida. They head to lunch and everyone sits by Izuku. They ask, what is the downside of his quirk? And he tells mostly anger issues. And if I use too much power, it can break my limbs, but they heal in a second. And then an alarm goes off. They ask around and are told that means intruders got in. Izuku says, that plastic man, best who got in here. Izuku tells the class reps, you two, lie and calm everyone down. Tell them something bullshit like reporters. I'm going to handle this. Leaps above the crowd and clings to a wall, catching the smell of a very pungent human, like 5 or 6 people in one spot. You may not get the plastic man, but I got somebody. Toga, help them and take Logan, tossing Logan down to her. Leaping from wall to wall using full cal 8%, landing at a door. He calls Toga, put me on speaker. She does, and he boot kicks in the door. Plastic Man, you're mine. See when someone that looks like Aizawa grabs him and throws him into the hallway. Pops out a claw. You, show your face. Pops out the one on the other hand. And you two, stay still. Looking back, they disappear into a portal, folder in hand. Leaps towards them, smacking into the wall. Damn it, at least I have Plastic Man. Who slowly falls through a portal, shifting into a mannequin-looking man. God fucking damn it! Ah. Stepping into the hall is Aizawa, standing there. He points his claw at him. Stand perfectly still. Sniffs. It is Aizawa. Damn, they got away. Aizawa says, yeah, I was watching the security footage. Seeing that gave me the chills. Izuku runs outside, leaping out the main doors and sniffs the air. God fucking damn it. All my shows up. What's wrong, young Midoriya? Lost them, all because I didn't keep hold of that damn plastic bastard. He puts a hand on his back. Happens to everyone. Now, you need to calm down. Izuku realizes that he's gotten really angry and sits down, calming his breathing. I'm sorry. I should stay more calm. All Might looks at him, both puzzled and impressed. How would you calm down so easily? I thought of Toga and Logan, and how he usually fall asleep. Well, that's wise, young man. Speaking of wise, it's wise to tell me your relationship with my mother. All Might clears his throat. Look at the time. Goodbye, young Midoriya. And he runs off. That makes it look like I'm going to have to corner him at some point. He's back to the class, alone, sit on his desk. Looks on his shoulder. Master, they keep trying to pet me. I don't like it. Izuku sighs. Dude, you have to try to get along. Is there any way you'll let them pet you? Most of them are females. They love petting furry animals. After a second, he says, if someone brings me some sort of grilled chicken or steak that you feed me, that yummy sauce, I'll let them pet me for a bit. He takes the glass and pulls out a small Tupperware from his bag, throwing it to Mina. If you want to feed Logan one of these, he'll let you pet him. The girls look behind him before agreeing. When Izuku looks back, he just sees Toga there, standing all innocently. What the fuck does she do to scare them? He says under his breath. And we come up and feed him treats and pet him, shower him with attention. Kaminari walks up to him, arm around the shoulder. Dude, that's not fair. Izuku says, what's not fair? You have a girlfriend. You're the most mature and the hottest looking, not literally. And now you have an adorable pet / friend that all the girls fawn over. I don't mean for that. I just wanted for Logan to get along with everybody. Him hissing doesn't help anybody. And everything else isn't exactly my fault. It just kind of happened with my quirk. Nana makes a comment. Lucky bastard. Probably saw some boobs by now. Whoa, your help, please? She makes a dowel rod and Izuku hits him, snapping it. Rules apply for everywhere, you dumbass. And then Mineta says, holy shit, ow! Class resumes and training after school. After about a minute and a half, Izuku decides to call Katsuki. Hey, bro. Why have you been training with me? Oh, if I want to surpass you, I need to work harder than you away from you. Makes sense. Sorry for bugging you. Yeah, see you at school, bro. Day goes by and they end about a half hour earlier than they usually do. And upon getting home, sees All Might in the kitchen when they get there. Ah, I knew it! Izuku yells, Small Might standing up. It's not what you think. You're dating my mom? He says inquisitively. Don't be mad, but yes. Not mad, just glad she found someone after Dad. He steps up to Small Might and puts a hand on his shoulder, whispering very menacingly, if you hurt her, I'll rip out all of your organs simultaneously. Small Might stands up, put in a saluting motion. Yes, sir, understood. Toga tugs on Izuku's shirt. Yeah, what's up? How about we go on a date? Huh? A date? We haven't been yet, and need to eat, so how about we head to a cafe and get some dinner? Toshinori stands up. Well, Toshinori was already stood up. Looks to them and goes, perfect idea. Here, my boy. Hands Izuku his card. Have fun, you two. Izuku looks at Toga. Pinch me, I'm dreaming. She bites into his neck. That works, but nope, not dreaming. Let's go before they change their mind. They run out and have a pleasant date before they have a large, nice dinner. Logan with a large raw steak, and Izuku with a slightly cooked one. And Toga has an omelet with Izuku's face on it, and is honestly debating whether to eat it or not most of the time. Walking in the park afterwards, they get back kind of late and see the two asleep on the couch. They grab a blanket, cover them, leaving the card and a thank you note in All Might's shoes by the door. They double check the lock and go to bed in usual fashion. This time, Izuku has a dream of Nana Shimura standing before him. Not knowing this is her, leaps back and tries to use his claws. How come my quirk won't work? Because I'm Toshinori's teacher, Nana Shimura, and I'm here with you in your mind palace. Oh, no, we can't be here. I buried and locked away my primal rage. It's very bad. I agreed. I can't bother. I can't be here. And Mora says, yes, I know, and we'll help you get stronger than your berserker. More figures show up in some mixture between shadow and solidity. Who are you all? They all say almost simultaneously, we are the previous users of One for All. Okay, that's freaky. Why and how? We're all part of you. Now, and to give access to our quirks when you're ready. Okay, what do I do? Float? Anna says, no, that's later. For now, you'll get Black Whip. The user then stands up and uses his quirk. Well, steps up and uses his quirk. Hey, bastard, how come you can use your quirk, but I can't? He says, because I'm in charge. You can actually use Black Whip, though. Imagine it coming from your palm. He does. And cracks it over and over again. I guess it's a better way than that inaccurate wing pressure stuff. A shadowy buff figure steps towards him. Who's that? Why can't I see him as well as I can you guys? That's Toshinori. And he still has some left. When it fades, you'll be able to see and talk to the essence of All Might. Whenever you want. No thanks, he's dating my mom, so I don't really need that at all. Well, you'll at least be able to spar once that happens, so maybe when he pisses you off, you can let off some steam here. Oh, now that definitely sounds like a plan. And Izuku suddenly wakes up to a weight on his chest. His vision clears to a full-size, buffed up All Might on his chest, holding him down. What in the hell's going on? He says, "Look down, young Midoriya." And he does, and electric black whips are out of his hands, claws extended, glowing with full cow. He stops it all, retracting everything. How the hell? I thought I was in control of my nightly of my quirk, so it doesn't activate at night. All Might shrinks down, getting off of him. We need to talk. They get up and leave, the rest dumbfounded in his room. After about getting a block away, you talked to One for All, didn't you? No, I talked to Nana. And the dude that originally had Black Whip. Well, they basically are One for All. They're the pieces of it that make it up. But some are solid already. Most are somewhere in between, and you're a shadow. Meant to be seen once your light is gone. Okay, but why do you have this power? I don't know. Don't you have them? No, I don't. Maybe One for All evolved when it evolved my quirk, or has been evolving over the generations, or dumb luck. I have no idea. Oh, I'm going to meditate instead of sleep, so I can be sure this power doesn't grow out of control. I don't think that's necessary, or a good idea. Why? I think it's just out of control of first usage and unlocking. You sure? Yes, besides, young Toga will be upset if she loses more time with you. Oh shit, you're right. She'd kill me if I didn't get back to bed. Aren't you basically immortal though? Trust me, she'd find a way to kill me, or at least bind me with no escape. They both laugh and head back home. He sees a red mark on Toga's face. Did I do that? She nods slowly and sadly. And he runs to her and hugs her. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Already done? I'll sleep in the living room though, just in case it activates again. I don't want to hurt you. He says, looking away in guilt, like a dog that has just been scolded. Toga and Logan tries to object, but no dice. Izuku heads to the couch and lies down, pulling a blanket onto his chest, closes his eyes. When Toga drops down on him, small oof, and then what the hell? I just said I'm staying out here alone. Yeah, no, that's not happening. But I'm dangerous. Do you know what's more dangerous? No, what? If I go to sleep without you. How so? I might find solace in some crime again. Evil grin spreads across her face. Okay, fine. Logan curls around his neck. What the hell, little dude? I'm definitely too dangerous for you. You're not human-sized. A little mark like that would cover most of your back. He goes, no, master. I stay with you. I might bite someone's finger off if they try to pet me again. Because I didn't have your warm cuddles during the night. I'm not gonna win this with either of you, am I? They both say no and we'll sign it simultaneously. Wow. First time either of you have ever agreed on anything. But fine. Good night. At least we're out here where they'll actually hear if I go out of control again really easily. Couple of assholes. Stubborn assholes. Toga says, yeah, but we're your assholes. They all laugh and go to sleep. He wakes them up. Why are you asleep on the couch? I came out here because I hurt Toga and didn't want to do it again. She and Logan basically said, hell no. And wrapped on the top of me like they were trying to make themselves into a human and Wolverine blanket. Inko then asks, any more flare-ups? Toga says, nope, we slept like a bunch of babies. Izuku sighs with relief. Toga says, can you do that whip thing on purpose? Walks to the other side of the room. Makes it just like before and realizes it automatically requires 30% one for all. I don't know whether that's canon or not, but that's how I'm doing it in this story so that he has to be using one for all for it. Because if he just uses that on his claws, he'd be virtually unstoppable already. So there's some kind of limit as to when you can use the abilities. It has to be at the percentage they need to use them. Okay, back to the story. Here Jackson says, okay, let's get ready for school. They eat and get ready, etc. Toshinori steps out and says, wait, I'll come with you. Now, I draw a lot of attention, especially now with these couple of news reports. So you won't be able to change if you need to. True, but I should leave some for teaching, because we're going on a field trip. To make sure I do whatever they said can't be used. On you guys. What if it's to do with us? Then you have room to run if those three come back. I'm not running. The plastic guy made a fool of me 3 times. You can see a little bit of anger. You can see his muscles tense up a little bit. Fair, but don't let your anger control you. Izuku takes a deep breath. They set out towards class and get there. Izawa says, All Might does dip and do some hero work, just like canon. Running out his time like an idiot. Izawa then says, we're taking a trip to the USJ, known as the Unforeseen Simulation Joint. Those whose hero's costume isn't damaged can take them, but this will be a rescue training. So get changed to whatever and wear it. Everyone decides to... While everyone's deciding, a TA comes in and hands a package to Toga. It's the blood-sucking backpack that she has in canon. She decides to wear the costume. Most do, but Bakugo, Todoroki, Kirishima, and Izuku. They all hop on the bus, and Toga eventually falls asleep on his shoulder. Sue asks, Izuku, what's the downside of your quirk? Mostly just intense anger issues. If it goes bad, I could go berserk. When I was a kid, I did it against this villain that knocked me on my ass. I got up and almost killed him. A couple of heroes didn't come by and knock me out. Everyone says something about being intense. Such as, dude, that's intense. Shit, I didn't know his power was so strong. Shit like that. As I got stronger, I found meditation and a sensei who taught me how to lock away a beast. More specifically, the feeling of bloodlust and extreme, like very extreme rage. I still feel anger, but it's very hard for me to go on a murder spree. As it's past my limits, I find that anger can still release it, so I meditate about 2 times a week. The bus stops, and outside the building, everyone gets off, and Izuku sniffs the air. Immediately pulls out his phone, and calls on Light. Hey, something's about to happen. Send the other teachers ASAP. Get one of them to give you a ride, so you can save your time. How do you know this? I can smell one of the intruders. He steps through the door, and it closes behind them. He hangs up his phone. That's all. One of the intruders are on the rooftops nearby. Be prepared. You saw him? No, I could smell him. He's very pungent, like multiple people in one exact spot. I called the school. Before someone could stop us. They're on their way. As that finishes, a giant portal opens and over 5 people show up out of it. Aizawa, can I please fight? Aizawa actually looks at him. Says, yes, please do, favorite child. Bogan, stay with Kirishima. He's strong enough, and I trust him. Bogan leaps into the redhead's arms, and Izuku charges up 30%, and activates the whip, grabbing people and using them as weapons against one another, knocking them around. In the span of 20 seconds, he took down over 100. Aizawa about 50. When a black wave of energy hits him in the class, Ida knocking Toga and a couple of others out of the way. Izuku is now in the water, light cannon. Shark Guy shows up, and Izuku roars at him, causing him to flinch in fear. Punches him in the gut, knocking him out. As Sue drags him. She drags him way by her tongue to the boat. Minetta's in there in a battle position. Good job, Minetta. Pats him on the head, carefully missing the balls on the top. Now, I want you to hold on tight, because I'm going to break the boat. Excuse me, guys. Excuse me again. I'm going to break the boat when I leave from here. They grab on and Izuku yells, "Full cow, 100%. He breaks the boat from the water, looking almost like a bleach flash step lands on the land, shattering it beneath him a little bit. When the water parted, the villains smacked into each other and into the vortex, not killing them, but they definitely are super injured. And they see the Nomu standing there over 2 people. The 2 people are Izuku and Aizawa. Izuku sees the bag on himself that Toga just got, and the blood coming from her. He yells, "Himiko!" She doesn't respond, doesn't move. He listens for a heartbeat, but can't hear hers. Strangely enough, he can't hear the Nomu's either. That's not what he's focusing on. He yells again, "Himiko!" Again, she doesn't move. A build filter comes across the screen as we would see it, but it's over his vision. And he rushes the Nomu, claws out, no lightning. He rips off the Nomu's left arm and stabs into his chest, ripping downwards. The beast hits Izuku, flying, crashing into the wall. Radiating sparks off, he uses 50%, one for all. It smashes into the Nomu's shoulder first, knocking him into the opposite wall. followed by a knee to the gut, starts slashing and roaring. Tomura starts scratching at his neck. It's not fair. Izuku looks to him and can smell the bloodlust. Tomura says, Nomu, get up and at least finish off these two. Tries to run past Izuku, and he grabs it by the neck. Slips it straight up the center in half, and it takes both pieces, charges up to 100% and launches them in two different directions. And the heroes just got there, taking down most of the villains. Izuku runs at Shigaraki, but Kodagiri gets in the way, opening a portal. Izuku uses Black Whip to sling into the rock, to grab onto a boulder and swing around the portal, knocking into Shigaraki. His vision briefly returns to normal. You! Was that your monster? So what? You're dead now anyway. He uses his quirk, but it's not working. Damn idiot. Our regeneration is far superior to even your Nomu. You can leave from bones in less than 3 seconds. Now, only ask one more time. Was that your beast? Yeah, and we'll get a more pop. Shut the fuck up. I just want to know, did you have it kill the other me? Tomura scratches his neck. Yeah. They got in the way. Again, red over the eyes. Both claws go in to strike. And he gets knocked over by All Might. And he's holding him down in a full Nelson position. Calm down, young Midoriya. Damn it. After about 3 minutes, in their time, heroes versus villains, duking it out. Because there's so many more than in canon, they actually are standing a chance against the heroes. So it's giving them this extra time. Damn it. He killed Toga. He deserves to die. He's crying and roaring. Trying to free himself. But with the lack of leverage, he can't move. I understand your pain, young Midoriya. Turns him around and hugs him instead. The red fading from his vision totally. He will get his justice. I will see to it. Izuku roars in anger and steps from his hug. That bastard will not feel remorse. He will not change. He will just try this again with somebody else. Death is the only thing to save his soul. He charges up 60% and knocks All Might aside, leaping claws first into him as he just barely falls through a portal. Izuku roars, No! His eyes glow red again. Damn, 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 damn! See him bulk up more as he's stabbing into the ground where he was. Bring her back! Bring her back, you son of a bitch! Let's out a beastly roar. One where you can feel all the pain and anger. Clung into the stone for what's like hours until he passes out. Now then, guys, this is where I need your guys' opinion the most, because I can go one of two ways and I have the perfect build-up for either story way. One way, Toga comes back and is alive. Two, put any other ship in and then comfort him and become the new girl. But It's up to you guys. So, as usual, be safe, have a wonderful day, and like, comment, subscribe, whatever you think I deserve. Bye.